When I was nominated to parliament, I said, thank God. I thought this disability was a challenge to me, but it has become a blessing because my brother, Mawade, and together with our women rep, had gone around looking for votes and spending a lot of money. Myself, I just brought my crooked legs on the table, and then immediately I was in parliament and earning more than them because I don't pay taxes. So I say, let me go to a crusade that was somewhere in Nakuru to thank God for this leg that I thought was actually a challenge to me, but have now become a stepping stone for me. As Michael had said, people will see the disability before you. So when I was going, those people who show people the way, the ushers, they did not see Sangok, they saw the disability. So they told me, no, you go in front because you'll be prayed on so that you can heal. I said, if I heal, I lose my position as a member of parliament. I'll also lose my benefits. I have a car that I have imported. They will again tell me to pay the duty. I'll pay the taxes. I'll pay taxes. I'll lose the tax exemption certificate. So I rushed very fast. And in fact, I met with somebody holding a Bible. I remember it was black and short. And you know, these people, sometimes they have powers. They can say Pogea, and then the leg is okay, and then that is the end of my being a member of parliament. So I had to go a bit far from him. So that is the level that we are as a country, that we now value those with disability because of what government have put in place. But they are not enough. But they are not enough. And I can assure you that the next meeting that will be here, we will bring the president. Because William Ruto is a person who believes in disability mainstreaming. And I liken William Ruto with our brother here, Michael. Michael is now very busy making sure that persons with disability are assisted. And you have a passion to persons with disability. Your passion for persons with disability is just as the passion of our president. And I'm not saying this one just for the sake of saying. I can tell you out of experience, because I told you I've experienced all the ups and downs of being a person with disability. While I was in the University of Nairobi studying medicine, my crutches broke and I had to crawl. And you know, crawling in Nairobi, which is a concrete jungle, is really very harmful. In fact, there was a lot of bruises on my knees and on my palms because I had to use them walking. So I said that I should go and look for somebody who can assist me and give me crutches. The only person I knew was somebody by the name Julius Sunguli, who was the minister in charge of internal security, because he's a Maasai like me. But when we went to his office, Harambee House, where Professor Kimemia was, Julius Sunguli was not in the country, he was out of the country. So another person told us there is an assistant minister by the name William Ruto. That time he was very young, around less than 30 years old, that is a Christian. You know, that is why even this one is a Christian-based organization. So he's a Christian, he can assist you. So we went to William Ruto. When he saw us, he asked us, what is the problem? I told him, you know, I've been crawling on my force because my crutches have broken. And, you know, these are concrete jungle, you know. And then I show him my bruises. When he saw my bruises, I saw tears rolling down his cheeks. And then I knew, okay, a whole assistant minister crying because of me. This is a jackpot. This one I will get something. So I had to now magnify and say, you know, I even crawl to the toilet, you know, and how toilets are dirty, and the same ants that I'm using, and the ones that I will use eating, my self-esteem will go down. In fact, no. He gave me, I don't want to disclose the amount, but he gave me some amount, a lot of money. By the way, let me say, because he knows, he gave me 20,000 and that time. So those people who carried me, I told them, each of you will get 1,000. They told me, no, we know it is 20,000 and the cost of crutch is 1,000. So remove the 1,000, the other divide by 3 because we are 3. I told them, this is not your story. The Aziza ministers have cried because of me. What is wrong with you guys? It's not my story, it's my story. So they told me you have to crawl from Harambee House to the university. We had to actually divide by 3 the amount that I was given. Ladies and gentlemen, why I'm giving this story, there is somebody with disability who is now crawling in our streets, as Panda have said. There is a child with disability who have crutches have just broken, or they have never gotten any crutches. I remember one day I was taking care of my father's cows. At around 11 a.m., the crutches broke. Then there is no way I was crawling towards home. The cows went, they grazed, they went home. You know, cows cannot tell you that they have left this guy character around this area. So my parents were looking for me all over for 48 hours. Yes, I was just found after 48 hours. Thirsty, yeah, weary, and tired and hungry. You know, luckily I was not eaten by wild animals. I'm saying these stories because they are happening back in our villages. And the person who have come to rescue us from such stories is here with us. Can you clap for him? The people who have enabled him to rescue us are here with us. You know, the choir that was here and the rest who may not have come to sing. By the way, the choir, I enjoyed the song. But I enjoyed the smile more than the song. Your smiles are just marvelous. Ladies and gentlemen, in Kenya, we have 400,000 wheelchair users. 400,000 wheelchair users. In East Africa, we have close to 3 million wheelchair users. Those are not crutches, wheelchairs. A factory is required here. Even if it will not be purely a charity factory, it can also be a business factory. Because if you think of 3 million wheelchairs, you think of Kenyans and East African citizens sitting on a business worth more than 90 billion Kenya shillings. They are sitting on a metal worth more than 90 billion in terms of Kenya shillings. You can convert to US dollars. That is also can be a business. So the factory that you are saying that you will open here can be self-sustaining if the county government can come in and purchase wheelchairs for their citizens, if women rep can come in and use their NGAF money to purchase wheelchairs, and if National Council for Persons with Disability can also assist in purchasing wheelchairs for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen children from Joytown Primary School. That is a special school. We want to move away from special schools. We want to go into integrated schools. If you succeed in taking me to a special school, primary school, and maybe you are lucky to get a special secondary school for me, will you get a special university for me? Will you get a special workplace for me? Will you get a special supermarket for me? At the end of the day, I will interact with the general public. The earlier, the better, so that we can develop that kind of symbiotic relationship, so that we can reduce stigma, so that we can, the rest can know that there is ability beyond disability. My friend Michael had given an example of him in a special school, but luckily enough, somebody can hang clothes for him. For me, it was a different story. I was in an integrated system of education, Kericho High School. I had a friend. So because I cannot carry water, jerrycans of water, because of my disability, he will go and pick the water for me. But for me, then I wash all our clothes, because I can use my hands to wash all our clothes. Underline the word all, because that guy used to bring all the clothes, all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us appreciate also the office of the spouse of the Deputy President. Pastor Dorcas Kashagwa is not only the spouse of the deputy president, but a friend of persons with disability. She have moved around this country assisting persons with disability. And because you are here today, and I know she is out of the country, that's why she was not here in person. Because I know if she was not out of the country, she could have been here in person. We want you to go and appreciate her on our behalf and tell her that they will partner with Hope Mobility so that they alleviate the suffering of persons with disabilities. I became disabled at the age of 12 through a doctor's injection. I was a good footballer, and I thank the doctor. He's still a very good friend of mine. He's somewhere in Naivasha. And if it was not for him, I would not have become a member of parliament. And since I'm a Maasai, I will have gone raiding and cattle rustling. Probably the anti-stock theft could have gunned me down. So that is a very good friend of mine. Thank for that injection. And thank for him for making me a person with disability and a proud person with disability for that matter, because yes, I walk with my crutches and I walk with a swag. But let me ask the women rep from Trans Nzoia. I see you have very beautiful long legs. Have you ever earned using your legs? Any salary? No, so your legs are not important. You are not a footballer, you are not an athlete. So you have never earned using your legs. Crooked as my legs are, I earn using my legs. So which legs are important? So thank for the doctor who did whatever he did. Lastly, as I finish, ladies and gentlemen, the Joytown Primary School, if the teacher is around, you will tell her to come and pick a bull from my livestock or any day of her choice so that the children can enjoy. Our friends from America, you have been told that there is a wild beast migration at the moment. That is the seventh wonder of the world. Through Panda, I will give you complimentary in my lodge. It's called Osim Country Lodge, so that you can come and stay there. And because I'm just next to Masai Mara, you can witness the seventh wonder of the world. And we thank Honorable Moathe because he have said, our area MP, that you'll also provide a bull for you when you come there. Then you can enjoy in a typical Maasai setup. You can take the herbal soup, you can take all those things. So, Michael, you can give us a date that you want to visit that area. You are highly welcome. My lodge is free. As far as you give me the date, I'll book and